In our last session, we read a letter from a man going through a painful divorce. His wife was spreading gossip everywhere she could and had successfully turned his own family against him. He was angry and confused about how to stop it all. I suggested that controlling other people never resulted in happiness. Now, back to the writer of the letter. Every situation and every relationship in life is made worse by the introduction of emptiness, fear, and getting and protecting behaviors. Why? Because what we all want most is real love. So if you go marching into any interaction with any member of your family with anger, for example, you'll be screaming, "I don't love you." And you'll pretty much guarantee that the other person will respond with more getting and protecting behaviors of their own. And those are exactly the behaviors that you're hating right now, the ones you want to stop. So, without meaning to, you're actually making everything much worse with your anger and your attempts to control things. You absolutely must eliminate your own anger, or you'll turn this difficult situation into a much worse firestorm. If you fail to understand what I just said, you'll regret this for years to come. The key to this whole situation is, guess who? You. You can't rely on your wife to bring good sense and a loving attitude to this separation and probable divorce. She's already proven that she has no intention of being loving. Now, you could wish it were different. You could scream that it's unfair, but all that's irrelevant. You have a choice to make here. You can either bring all the real love you can to every interaction, which will work miracles beyond your imagining, or you could choose to make things worse. Is it fair that you have to do this essentially alone? No, probably not, but who cares? Somebody has to make the choice, the loving choice. And you're the one asking me what you can do. So there you are. Right now, you're angry for so many reasons. First, you want to change other people. When you really understand and remember the law of choice, you'll see that your desire to change other people is selfish and wrong. When you get that you're being selfish and wrong to change other people, it's much more difficult to remain angry. It's hard to stay angry when we see how selfish we are. You're also angry because you feel like all this is being done to you. You feel victimized. But that's not the case. Your wife isn't doing anything to you, even though it's true she's talking about you and turning other people's opinions negatively about you and trying to take time with the kids away from you. I know it looks personal, but it's really all about her. She's desperately empty and afraid. And all this attacking on her part is about making her feel less empty. She's attacking you because then she feels less helpless, a little more powerful. It's very unloving. It's very wrong. I get that. But it's just what drowning people do to survive. Learn to see her as sad, not as a monster. So, now you've learned to see all this a little differently. What can you do to actually help things? What action can you take? We'll talk about that in our next session.